Hello internet, it's Tahmid back with another video. Now I thought rather hard about what my first video of the brand new year 2023 should be about. And since everyone around me is making New Year resolutions, I thought hey, why not talk about how most of these resolutions probably won't succeed and how you can avoid becoming a statistic. So listen, I used to have a world religions, yes that's a real class, and philosophy teacher in high school who always used to say, I'm not interested in the what but the why. And to my 16-year-old brain, that was mind-blowing. Actually, it's still mind-blowing considering I think about that from time to time. But today, let's start with the what before we get into the why. What are some of the common New Year resolutions people out there make? Well, so I asked Google and they cited the experts over at Vive FM. And it seems like some of the most common resolutions out there are the ones that you probably have heard about. You know, that's what makes them common. Eating healthy, getting organized, learning a new skill or hobby, saving more money or spending less at least, quitting smoking, traveling more, spending more time with family and friends, and so on and so forth. Well, just from this list alone, while in theory these are fantastic goals or resolutions, the way these goals are framed, they're set up for failure. Have you heard that saying that theory and practice are totally different things? Well, maybe you haven't, but for sure, dreaming and doing are not the same thing. So let's take one of these goals, for example, traveling more. If you watch my channel, I had a pretty crazy travel year in 2022, right? I think I was on the road around 90 or 100 days that year, and to be honest, it wasn't even in my resolutions when I started the year. Anyways, something like travel more is so vague of a goal. For goals to be realistic, they have to be often more detailed and specific. A lot of people fail on this fundamental step with their resolutions because you see their resolutions are not detailed or specific enough to begin with. So for example, a more specific and detailed version of travel more would be, I'm going to take 2 trips this year, 1 international, 1 domestic, 1 during the summer, 1 during the winter. For the international, I want to go to so and so country, and for the domestic, I want to go to so and so city or whatever place people visit within your realm of knowing. For the domestic trip, my budget is so and so, and for the international trip, my budget is so and so, most likely more than the domestic, which I have to start saving from now on. And see, that last point could be a whole new resolution on its own, and you would set out details like realistically how much more you would save each month and where that money is coming from and where it's being stored, so on and so forth. See, that last set of resolutions are much more likely to turn into reality than just dreaming about, say, traveling more. So yes, drop those generic New Year resolutions for more detailed and specific ones. Another rookie mistake people often make with their resolutions is that they don't share their goals with other souls who will hold them accountable. This could be your partner, close friends, or family members, preferably people who have good memories and you interact with often. So they will by nature hold you accountable. Sharing equals accountability and it pushes you to work towards your resolutions. And sometimes you might forget the resolutions or the step towards that resolution when you are the only one who knows them. Another pro tip is when you reach part of your resolution, remember with detailed resolution there will be probably multiple parts to your goal. Don't forget to reward yourself. The reward doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be something as small as rewarding yourself to a fancy dinner out or whatever. This way you're having fun and looking forward to knocking off more resolutions or more steps off your list. To be honest, having small rewards along the way can make the most daunting task easier. You can try it with other parts of life beyond just your New Year resolution. Last but not least, make sure to create environments that are conducive to reaching your goals. This step might not happen in a year and probably should be a longer term mission of yours. For example, if your goal is to spend less money and save more, which a lot of people have on their resolutions, then you probably need to stop hanging out with those friends that are high rollers and love spending money. And it's okay to be honest and say, hey listen, I'm trying to save more money this year and I can't go out right now. Hopefully after a few times they'll get the message, or maybe they weren't real friends to begin with, TBH. Just friends of convenience. Changing your environment plays a big factor in how you behave. Remember that when you're shaping and perhaps rethinking your New Year resolution, which often happens to a lot of people as early as February of the same year, So, to recap, some of the factors that will determine your success in reaching your New Year resolutions this year will be setting detailed and specific goals that are realistic, your ability to hold yourself accountable, and sharing your goals with others that will do that for you, your ability to reward yourself as you reach milestones and get better, and lastly, changing up your environment to reach your goals in an easier manner. And remember, if you fail this year, then there is next year, well, for most resolutions anyway. So yeah, baby steps. And best of luck to you and your New Year's resolution, whatever they may be. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, really appreciate you. Creating content is hard, so make sure to support this channel by subscribing. I'll see you on the next one.